Sports Department. We're on the Eastern New Mexico University campus, and we have the mascots here, a great-looking crowd. We are so excited to be here in Portales, New Mexico. Now, Portales, New Mexico in Roosevelt County is home to about 11,789 people. It was founded in 1898 and incorporated in 1909. It's known for the Valencia peanuts and organic peanut butter, the Blackwater Draw National Historic Site, and an economic driven by Eastern New Mexico University, dairies and ag, and nearby Cannon Air Force Base. Portales is home to, of course, Eastern New Mexico University, where we are currently set up. In 1934, the school was opened as Eastern New Mexico Junior College, and then in 1939, it was renamed Eastern New Mexico College, and a little over 15 years later, it became Eastern New Mexico University. Now, ENMU has received many accolades in the past few years, including Best Online College in New Mexico, whoop, whoop, as well as Best Online Masters in Communication in the nation, and Best Online Bachelors in Aviation. And in more national recognition, the Greyhounds are number 48 in the top public schools, recognizing ENMU's status as a leading public institution. They rank number 54 in top performers on social mobility, and this ranking highlights the university's success in enrolling and graduating economically disadvantaged students. They are also in the top 100 West Regional universities, a tied position ranking ENMU among the top regional institutions across the Western United States, which is very exciting. And of course, we'll have the president in a little later to talk about all the wonderful things happening here on the campus and all the new construction and new build. But meanwhile, Leah, you've spent some time here in Portales, and they have a huge economic drive in farming and ranching that really boosts their economy here. So can you tell us a little bit about what you found when you were here in Portales?
Yeah, so in Portales, agriculture plays a large role in this community. Now, their Farm to Table initiative has been huge for the past 30 years, and they continue to do so.
The first farmers market was started by a group of local farmers back in 1995 and continues today due to the community's support.
That's one thing that keeps us going, and knowing that there's so much need for the food, they're looking forward to that.
Agriculture is an essential part of the Portales community, and it has been from the very beginning. My family actually is on our 7th generations in this community working a small agriculture economy.
Peanuts have been one of the largest economic drivers for the community. One farmer said his family has been growing peanuts for generations.
I think I'm addicted to peanut dust, is why I'm still in the business. Whenever I was a young man, we raised 1,000 acres of peanuts and grew 3 million pounds. People in Portales don't realize how much money that peanuts bring into our community.
Peanuts are not the only agricultural industry that has been boosting the Portales economy.
I think agriculture in Portales area is very crucial and a large job creator economically. I think you'd be hard-pressed to meet somebody in Portales that is not somehow employed through agriculture in one way or another, whether it be trucking, working at the cheese plant or on a dairy or, farming themselves. I feel like even agriculture keeps our local parts stores, small businesses. We do a lot of business locally and in Portales that I essentially think roots back to agriculture. So,
agriculture in Roosevelt County continues to draw in amazing, different, unique agriculture industries like the cheese plant, dairy farms, and so much more. And that continues to help the growth of the Roosevelt County.
And of course, delicious peanuts. We've been able to get our own little bags and taste some of the amazing peanuts here. But of course, we also talk about the Blackwater Draw Museum. It dates back to 1929, and it houses mammoth skeletons and man-made stone artifacts that were discovered.
In August of 1932, the site was officially published and proved humans were in North America for over 13,000 years, putting Portales on the map academically. ENMU realized the significance of the site back in the 60s, and in 1978, they were able to secure funding to purchase the property.
A lot of people have a personal kind of historic connection to the site, but they don't think of it as a world-famous archaeology site. They just think about it as a gravel pit that they used to go play in when they were kids. So when we bring up kind of the significance of it, it adds kind of another layer of importance to their own childhood, and they get a kick out of that.
Dr. Brendan Asher adds they have discovered a camp on that site, about 12,000 years old, and are currently working on excavating today. Dr. Asher hopes the research and discovery continues for another 90 years as well. At ENMU, students from around the world come to the university to train.
And so from history to healthcare, you know, a lot of the smaller towns are really focused on adequate rural healthcare, and Portales is growing in that. In fact, the Roosevelt General Hospital is opening 3 new ORs, and it's added 4 specialties to serve this area.
Currently, there's a push to increase accessibility to healthcare in rural communities. In 2024, New Mexico legislation passed the Healthcare Delivery and Access Act to assist the financial aspects of rural hospitals and add specialties like orthopedics, bariatric surgery, dermatology, and cardiology to the Roosevelt General Hospital.
I'm really excited about what we've been able to do and how we've been able to grow over the past couple of years. And it's a journey. We are not there yet. There are still many other specialties I would like to bring in-house here. So once the word gets out, it's almost like a field of dreams. If you build it, they will come. So I do think the community is very pleased with the growth they've seen in RGH and not having to travel.
The hospital says they've received positive reviews from patients who were able to get the care they needed immediately, rather than drive 2 hours for an appointment. The hospital CEO says its vision statement is to be the model for comprehensive rural health care, and they're doing that as they grow with the community.
J.P. Stone Community Bank. That's my bank.
Since 1906, James Polk Stone Community Bank has been a partner in southeast New Mexico, helping neighbors build businesses, buy homes, and grow what matters.
I'm Doug Stone, and this is my cousin Robin.
Our family-owned bank has been serving southeastern New Mexico since 1906.
We're pairing hometown service
with modern technology.
We're still family-owned, and we still believe banking should feel personal. People you know, service you trust, and now the modern tools you want. Digital banking that keeps up with your day.
J.P. Stone Community Bank, that's my bank.
J.P. Stone Community Bank salutes the leadership of the City of Portales. Thank you, Mayor and City Council, for your dedication and hard work in helping make Portales great.
Reclaim your game with a highly trained physical therapy team at Northwest Sports and Ortho, specializing in sports medicine. Learn more at nwtpg.com/ortho.
It's the Summer Freedom event going on now at McGavick Chevrolet in Pampa. Come see us today and experience car shopping freedom. Freedom to choose. Shop our huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Freedom from big city high prices. Save thousands with low 0% financing for 5 years on a new 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500 or get $12,000 off MSRP. Experience freedom today. It's the Summer Freedom sales event going on now at McGavick Chevy in Pampa. Learn more at McGavickChevrolet.com.
ENMU would like to thank the City of Portales, Roosevelt County, and every current and former student, faculty, and staff member for their contribution to making ENMU a world-class institution.
Well, if you're looking for good news in your life, join us for Good News Edition.
A portion of today's programming is brought to you by Amarillo College.
Welcome back for day one of summer celebration right here in Portales, New Mexico. We are live from the Eastern New Mexico University. We have a great crowd behind me. We have some of the Greyhound football players, the mascots, just a great looking crowd here to celebrate summer with us. Now, Ribbon on the Road discovers a hidden gem here in Portales and learns what it means for them to be part of the community.
How Enchantment Vineyards came to be in Portales, New Mexico. The owners who started this all, Max Merrick and June Merrick, and their daughters, Megan Hamilton and Cassidy Self, and their husbands, Bobby Hamilton and Rustin Self. They frequently loved to travel and enjoy wine across the states. And at one particular taste room in California, they got the idea, what if we were to do something like this in Portales? And so they got to work, talked to a lot of the other New Mexico winemakers, New Mexico wine growers, kind of looked, got to researching everything, putting in the work, and made it happen in Portales, the first taste room and vineyard here in Portales. We opened up the taste room in early 2018, and the response from the community was amazing. And I'm a Portales native myself. This was just something totally new for our area. Very exciting, and the community has been amazing in their response, just giving us so much enthusiasm to open and just so much support over the years since this opening. Currently, a few of the different grapes that we're growing out here, we've got Chambourcin, that's a red grape, a really unique grape varietal that's definitely, anytime you come in here and we have one of our bottlings on the menu, would definitely recommend. It's a must try. We've also got some Chardonnay out here, very popular white wine you might be familiar with. In addition to that, we just planted some Grenache and Albarino. We love giving that people that place that they can be proud of that exists in their town, that they want to come out and show their family. We have a major air base not too far from us, and I always love, that's one of my favorite things, it brings to people from us all over, from all over the United States over here at our vineyard and our taste room, and they always, on Saturday, they always love to brew, and their families are visiting from, the other side of the country. They always love to bring their family out here, and that's what we just love, to give something that people can be, like, hey, let's, out here in the plains of New Mexico, look at this beautiful vineyard that exists, and we love to, when they come in here, we want them to feel like friends and family. We want to make them feel welcome, and we want to invite them to be a part of that.
Definitely learned is the city of Portales has a Mayberry kind of charm where quality of life projects are taking center stage.
With a population just under 12,000 people, Portales, New Mexico offers a lot for its citizens and tourists.
It's still a community to where, your handshake is still a binding agreement, and we have things like Blackwater Draw, one of the most significant archaeological sites in North America. And we even have an awesome education system.
Portales is also home to Eastern New Mexico University, peanut farms, concerts, theater, rodeos, heritage days, and one of the best green chili cheeseburgers. But that's not all.
We have Oasis State Park, which camping, fishing, hiking, just chilling out. I mean, it's a good place to go. So,
for Mayor Michael Davidson, his service to the city comes from a sense of responsibility.
My great-great-great-granduncle founded Portales in 1898. So he had the first home here, the first business here, started the post office. So it's very personal in that regard.
Projects currently underway include increasing water security and infrastructure to accept the Ute Pipeline project, city park renovations, and a cemetery expansion.
Quality of life. It's like you get hit from every angle. The economy is brutal sometimes. So, we're trying everything we can to improve the quality of life in Portales, but especially in regards to water.
And here's some pretty amazing facts. This High Plains ground has fed people for 13,000 years, from mammoth hunters at Blackwater Draw to the farmers who turned ancient spring water into peanut empires. Rye Wolf has more.
How did this land around Portales, New Mexico, go from ancient prey to peanuts? 13,000 years ago, mammoth hunters worked the water holes here. Now known as Blackwater Draw, one of the most significant Ice Age sites in North America. Eventually, the mammoths disappeared, but the humans stayed. Then came the peanuts. Back then, ancient springs turned this stretch of the High Plains into an oasis. Thousands of years later, farmers tapped the same underground water that made life possible here in the first place. In 1914, a farmer named John Bradley planted 100 pounds of peanut seed and roasted his first crop in his kitchen oven. By 1967, local growers had developed the Valencia peanut, smaller, sweeter, and usually 3 to a pod. And Portales had become the peanut capital of the Southwest and earned the nickname Goober Gulch. 13,000 years after hunters first came to Blackwater Draw, Portales is still making a living from this land. The prey just got a little smaller.
And joining me now is Eastern New Mexico University President and Chancellor, Dr. James Johnston. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you guys for doing this, for coming out for our community.
Oh my goodness, we are so excited to be here, and we are excited because there is a lot of growth happening here on the campus, including a new student support services building. Go ahead and talk to us about some of that growth.
Yes, thank you. And that building is the first new construction in about 10 years. We've done a lot of renovation, repurposing buildings, but that one is designed to get our students across the finish line, everything they need to be successful outside of the classroom. So that's the beginning of the project. You've heard a lot about our agriculture and the importance here. We will start an ag production and management facility on the other side of campus later this semester. We have the next project to go before our voters in New Mexico for the general obligation bond is a new ag building, ag and arts building in the back of campus, a new residence hall, so a lot of projects over the next few years.
Yeah, so what does this growth mean for the university? Because I also had seen enrollment numbers continue to climb each semester. So what does this growth mean for the university?
You know, it's important, and we talk about those numbers, but I think the most important fact about the growth is that we're providing life-changing opportunities for each one of those. Each of those numbers represents a student giving an opportunity to do something they're passionate about, contribute to the economy, support their families. So each of those is a life changed.
Yeah, and you know, something that we were also talking about is you guys have partnerships within the entire community, not just in New Mexico, but the Texas Panhandle, to be able to bring students to this university. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely. We try to make that transfer seamless and easily from all of our community college partners. And I have 2 community colleges within my system. We have Clovis Community College just up the road, Amarillo College. We try to be a good transfer partner so that it's easy for those students to continue whatever's next in their career.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. And right now we're going to send it to break and we'll have more.
Thank you.
When the unexpected happens, a child tastes something. You mix up medications, or a bite or sting worries you. Don't guess, don't search, don't wait. Call Poison Help at 1-800-222-1222.
Update and add value to your home with Amarillo Solar Shade. We sell and install high-quality exterior remodeling products, including Infinity from Marvin windows and doors. Made with Ultrex fiberglass that is 8 times stronger than vinyl, which means less frame, more light, and bigger views. Infinity from Marvin windows and doors are strong, durable, low maintenance, and come in a variety of colors. Schedule a design consultation today to find out why more people are choosing fiberglass.
Overhead Door Company of Amarillo is proud to be a family-owned and operated business in the Texas Panhandle for over 50 years. We offer high quality and all warranted work for your garage door. Need to replace a whole door? Don't worry. We can just replace the parts you need and you can save money.
We're the original overhead door of Amarillo. Look for the red ribbon overhead door.
You sure you fixed it?
3 trips to the hardware store, an hour on YouTube. I got this.
I'm calling Patrick.
Yes, ma'am. We fix plumbing fast.
Great. How soon can you be here?
Hi, I'm from Patrick.
With our same-day service pledge and 24-hour emergency service, it's not just fast, it's Patrick Fast. Call now and get back on dry ground today.
Last month, almost none of our new patients came from an ad. They came because something finally got to be too much. If today's your day, go to mensproamarillo.com and book now. I'm Dr. Smith, a urologist advisor to Men's Pro Amarillo. We treat low testosterone and erectile dysfunction the way it should be done. Don't let today turn into next year.
Roosevelt County Electric Cooperative would like to salute Cannon Air Force Base, the city of Portales, ENMU, and the entirety of Roosevelt County. We are proud to serve you.
This portion of News Channel 10 is supported by Ashley Home Store.
Welcome back, everyone. As you can tell, the energy is still flowing out here in Portales, New Mexico. We're live for Summer Celebration 2026, and I have with me here right now, we have got Mayor of Portales, Mike Davidson. That's here for Portales. Mayor Mike Davidson here. How are you doing this afternoon?
Good.
All right. Good. Well, we're glad to have you out here. Of course, we're glad to, that you're having us out here in Portales. We're excited to get out in the community. So first off, before we even get into everything happening here in the city, just talk about the energy you're seeing out here this afternoon, how proud it makes you of the community that you're representing.
Well, it is very exciting, and we are very proud of this campus. So we want as many people to see this campus as possible because it is a hidden gem in this community.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk more about that. You were telling me a little bit earlier about hidden gems right here in Portales, New Mexico. And, of course, the thing is, you don't want to just keep it to the people here in Portales. No. We want to be bringing people in. We want to bring in tourism. We want folks to come and see Portales. And like I said, especially those hidden gems. We talked a little bit about it earlier. Blackwater Draw. Tell us about how unique of a thing that is that we get to have a unique archaeological site right here in Portales.
It's awesome. I mean, 99.9% of the planet doesn't have a Blackwater Draw. So it needs to be shared with the rest of the region, the entire United States, the entire world, and come see something that is truly unique. It's fascinating.
Absolutely, and of course, unfortunately, we have some more serious topics to get to as well. Here in Portales, there has been some water security concerns here recently. We know how dry it is, unfortunately. We want to get more rain here in the forecast. We just haven't had quite as much. And so that has left a few questions about water concerns up in here. So tell us what you're doing. Of course, you're 6 months into your term here. What's being done to address that here in the city?
We are restructuring our wastewater treatment plant. It processes about 8 million gallons a week. And we're getting very close to Ute Pipeline tying into our Lime Street. And then we are refurbishing our well fill, making progress there and going digital on the metering, and then looking at new sources of water. So in all honesty, we're approaching a time where we have the most water security we have had in decades. So it's actually looking very good for Portales.
Well, that's a good thing for sure, and so we'll eagerly be keeping up with that here at News Channel 10, of course. But real quick here before we wrap things up, just tell us one more time how proud you are to be mayor of a great town like Portales, New Mexico.
It's a fantastic town, and, I want to share it with more people. We want to get some Amarillo people down.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Mayor Davidson. Of course, let's get another big round of applause for Mayor Mike Davidson. Thank you so much. And of course, as we've been talking about here, Summer Celebration, we're excited to be out here in the community, and it's extra special for me, being that Portales is my hometown. This is where I'm from. It's where I grew up, so I'm proud to be from such a great place. And I got to visit with our very own Doppler Dave about it in this week's edition of Good News, so let's take a look at that.
Tell me about your upbringing.
Well, so I was born in Clovis, but of course, grew up, spent my whole life in Portales, family farm there. My dad's dad, his dad, all, 4 generations deep farming there in Portales. And so, spent my whole life there growing up on the farm. And then went to school in Dora is where I went to school, down in Dora. So they're just a little bit south Portales, but, did my whole school career there, pre-K all the way through graduating, and so just spent a lot of time there. Like I said, always has a fond place in my heart.
So after living in a fairly large city, what do you remember about small town? What does that bring to your life?
Well, of course, I said a lot of fun memories. I remember growing up, of course, you just have the small town experience of everybody knows everybody, on first name basis with everybody. I think of, growing up as a kid, the county fair. That was always like one of the highlights of the year because just all your friends were there. We were all around, showing our animals and just spending the week there having fun. That was always, one of my favorite memories growing up. And of course, I think one of the things I miss most about Portales, and unfortunately it's not an experience we really get anymore these days, back when Sunland was still going, when they'd roast peanuts. The whole city just smelled like roasted peanuts. And that was just always one of my favorite things. You could go outside, you could just smell it. And that was always, that's just a fond memory for me.
So, Sheldon, we're in Portales for a reason this week, part of our summer celebration tour, and talking about the highlights of Portales and some of the things that the city brings to our area. I just have to say that the First Alert Weather Team are really benefiting by the offspring of Portales, so we appreciate that.
Oh, I'm glad to be a part of it, and I think that's some pretty good news.
I'm Doppler Dave for News Channel 10.
All right, so you heard it there, of course. Miss the smell of roasted peanuts every once in a while, but we're still excited to be down here in Portales for sure. Well, as we can tell, it's pretty hot out here as well. Haven't had any rain recently, but we still got to update those Rain Gauge Showdown standings because, well, right now I'm in the lead right now. Can we hear it? You're pretty excited that I'm in the lead for the showdown? There we go. They're supporting me here in the Rain Gauge Showdown with my 7 inches of rain, but we're hoping to get some more in, but unfortunately, we're just not seeing it out there right now. 96 degrees, your current temperature over in Amarillo, but here in town, it's 95, so it's still plenty toasty out there. Looking around the rest of the area, it's 91 down in Dora, 95 over in Floyd, 90 down in Elida, and then a good, nice, warm 93 there up in Clovis here as of right now. Now, our next weather maker, unfortunately, is more of this summer heat, if not a little bit hotter out there as well, because unfortunately, there's a big dome of high pressure, and unfortunately for now, that's keeping those rain chances out until at least this upcoming weekend. We're hopefully going to change our luck right around then. We'll have to wait and see, but in the meantime, look at just how hot it's going to be here across the next 7 days. 100 degrees from here on out. Now, right now, our latest forecasts have temperatures as hot as 106 come Thursday, but there are still 10 to 20% chances of thunderstorms in the forecast. We recommend everyone at home and out here in Portales keeping on that First Alert weather app so you can stay in tune with the local forecast anytime. Of course, we've got more summer celebration here. We're wrapping things up here in Portales when we come back, so stay with us. We got more fun right here in Portales, New Mexico.
Some places still do it the right way. Service with a handshake and a smile. At Bar G Western Wear, it's been that way for 3 generations on the square in downtown Portales. From boots and hats to something for the whole family, we take the time to get the fit right. Need a hat that's truly yours? Ask about custom cowboy hat fitting. And don't miss Tuesday. That's the day to dig for deals in our bargain basement. Bar G Western Wear.
Meet Diesel, the road runner, showing you just how fast you can get in and out of CNS Incorporated. He's grabbing the oil, answering the phone, jumping in to help in the tire bay, keeping things moving with friendly smiles. Because our mission is simple. We take care of people. For 89 years, we've been family-owned, serving Portales and eastern New Mexico with hometown service and a great attitude. And don't forget Foodie Fridays, plus diesel and gas right here in town. CNS Incorporated. Fast, friendly, and local.
When life feels heavy, you don't have to carry it alone. At the Psychiatric Care Center, you'll find a team that listens, really listens, so you can feel seen, supported, and understood. From psychiatry to therapy, we focus on care that's personal in a calm, comfortable space. We even offer art therapy because sometimes it's easier to start healing when you can create, not just talk. And yes, you may be greeted by our friendly therapy cat. The Psychiatric Care Center. Help starts here.
10 years ago, we started Garcia Insurance to help families make confident decisions about their future. Today, we're proud to serve families across eastern New Mexico and West Texas with guidance in life insurance, retirement planning, and Medicare. Whether you're protecting your family, preparing for retirement, or getting ready for Medicare, you don't have to navigate it alone. I'm Luis Garcia. From my family to yours, thank you for trusting Garcia Insurance.
Is your roof over 5 years old? There is no cost and no risk to have your roof evaluated by Hartman Roofing. Your roof may have storm damage that you're unaware of and may qualify for replacement. Unrepaired roof damage will lead to more costly repairs over time. You may only have 1 year to act. Act now. Call Hartman Roofing, 806-372-8510. Don't make a costly mistake.
This portion of News Channel 10 is supported by Ashley Home Store.
To the crowd, absolutely insane. Welcome into Monday Evening Sports. I'm Zach Woodard. When you think about Portales High Sports, you probably think football, baseball, basketball, but there is another team putting this city on the national map, and they do it with the controller in their hands. It started with one coach, one idea, and 12 kids. In 2019, J.D. Meade pitched the Portales School Board on an esports team. They said yes, but told them not to expect much.
They agreed to it, but wanted to wait a year because they didn't think it was going to take off. And I kept telling guys, this is going to go. Once it's going, it's like a wildfire.
He was right. The roster exploded, growing to 50 players at its peak. The team now competes across 11 different game titles.
It's been nothing short of amazing. Just the support and the care that we have been putting into the game, like we're seeing it come back. We're seeing it come back, all the effort. It was worth it.
State titles followed after in 2024, 25, and 26. Along the way, 4 Rams players made history, signing the first documented esports scholarships in New Mexico. Now, USA Today and Play Versus ranked Portales 18th in the country out of more than 6,000 schools.
It's crazy when you really think about it, because, you know, we live in Portales, New Mexico, with like 17,000 people at most maybe, and we're over here competing against big cities, maybe like 10 times the size of us, and we're top 20 in the nation.
The success has not gone unnoticed in Portales.
The support from the student body has been awesome. The support from everybody outside, like just in Portales in general, has also been amazing.
From 12 kids in a small room to a top 20 program in the United States.
Started with nothing, and we're ranked 18th in winning percentages amongst 6,000 plus schools. That's not including how many teams they have. And for our program to be ranked 18 national is pretty spectacular. When I first saw it, I didn't believe it. We want to continue to be a powerhouse in the program, you know, not only in the state, but nationally as well.
The Rams lost nearly a dozen seniors to graduation, but on this last bus ride home from state, they were already talking about next year. The only question now is how much more can they level up? As we see athletes from Portales shine, and now the man tasked with leading the charge is new athletic director Dusty Nusser. Nusser grew up the son of legendary Portales coach and educator Melvin Nusser, who spent years teaching, coaching, and serving as principal. A Ram himself, Dusty came back home to coach after graduating. As the head baseball coach, he led the Rams to back-to-back state championship appearances in 2016 and 2017, winning the latter over Hope Christian, the program's first title in 5 years. 2 years later, he stepped away from the dugout to pursue administration, including a 2-year stint as assistant principal at Valencia Elementary before moving into the athletic department as assistant AD at Portales High. That experience in the classroom and the office prepared him for what came next. When the spot opened up this past Christmas break, Nusser answered the call.
When I told him in the interview, it means more to me than probably a lot of other people because I've been a Ram, you know, my entire life. I graduated here in 2001. My dad taught and coached here. He was the principal here for 13 years. So I don't know anything different, honestly. You know, I'm going to work as hard as I can to be the best that I can be there for our coaches, be there for our athletes, make it a fun experience for our community. I want to get it to where they want to be involved, and I want them to reach out to us and say, hey, you guys got a good thing going, you know, can we be a part of it? And yeah, absolutely. Portales is one of those things where, you know, it takes everybody. You know, they say it takes a village to raise a kid. Well, it definitely takes everybody.
Well, you can't talk Portales sports without talking Eastern New Mexico. I'm joined by several Greyhound athletes. We're going to keep this short and sweet. First off, your name?
Dylan Cortieri.
Dylan Cortieri. What are you most looking forward to for this upcoming season?
Just a new look, we've been here working all summer and we're excited for the product we're going to put on the field this fall.
Now, the special thing is these are academic athletes, and your name?
Sophia Valdez.
Sophia, how important is it to you to not only be good at athletics, but also in the school?
Very important. Staying on top of schoolwork, time management skills is super important.
It sure is, and it's not an easy thing to do, so congratulations on that. I'm here with
Elias Santana.
Elias Santana. What's your message to the community as you guys come up for this next year?
We're going to get that wagon wheel, baby, so go Hounds.
Okay, all right. Last one. Who am I here with?
Jamari Price.
Jamari Price. Tell me, same thing, man. What's your message to everybody watching for the NMU community?
Man, we got a great group of guys, great group of coaches. I just tell everybody to come out and support.
I love that. Athletes, thank you so much. You guys can head over there. We're going to bring in some coaches now. We have the fall sports. You guys can head over. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Of course, fall sports, we have football, we have volleyball. I'm joined by Coach Hume, Coach Bustos, and obviously Mr. Fight himself. Coach, football season. I mean, we know it's big in Texas. It's big in Portales, too. What are you most looking forward to this upcoming year?
Yeah, 2 weeks from today, we start practice. So, echo what Dylan said. I'm excited about our guys, excited about the coaching staff, but I'm really excited about the product Coach Browse is going to put on the field. It's going to be an exciting brand of football. Everybody come out and watch.
I mean, we're super excited for it. Same time we get volleyball, you guys get to stay indoors with the AC. You don't have to deal with the heat outside. Coach Bustos, what are you most looking forward to for this upcoming year?
I'm excited for the new faces that you're going to see this year. We do have 5 returners this year, one of the best players in our conference who you just spoke to, Sophia Valdez. It's going to be a new year, and we're excited to put a good product on the floor as well.
I mean, we have so many great coaches, so many great athletes. Why, if you're not coming out to see Greyhound Athletics, tell them why they should.
They should because of that. We've got great players. We've got great coaches. And, hey, we got these people behind us. Let's hear it for them. Go EasternAthletics.com. Buy your tickets.
There you go. Eastern New Mexico, Portales High. It's going to be fun all around. Don't go anywhere just yet. We'll be back to close out summer celebration.
Justin Howe here at Adobe Wall Stoneworks. Remodel season is upon us. What does that mean for you? The best prices of the year. It's our busiest season, and we have lots of half slabs, single slabs, and orphan slabs that we need to find a home. Come see us at Adobe Wall Stoneworks.
Great care starts with people who truly care. At Roosevelt General Hospital Clinic, our providers and healthcare teams welcome you with family medicine, women's health, pediatrics, geriatrics, and behavioral health. And when you need more, specialty services are close to home. Surgery, bariatric surgery, cardiology, dermatology, and behavioral health. We are on a mission to truly make a difference through exceptional patient care, ethical, responsible, and always learning to better serve our community. Roosevelt General Hospital Clinic. Call to schedule an appointment today.
Roosevelt General Hospital is proud to support Portales first responders. Thank you to the brave men and women who help keep our communities safe.
At Eastern New Mexico University, you're not a number, you're family. One Eastern means finding your fit with over 60 majors and programs. One family means support from day one, advisors, faculty, the Greyhound community. In West Texas, within 135 miles of Portales, you can qualify for in-state tuition through Texas 135. One Eastern, one family, one student equals student success. Apply now at ENMU.
Looking for a fun place to learn and explore? Visit Fish Pro's Aquarium Center and tropical fish, ponds, reptiles, and everything you need for saltwater, freshwater aquariums. But we're more than a store. Check out our educational fish and reptile sanctuary and rescue, where kids and adults can learn about care, habitats, and conservation. Great prices, great advice, and a great family experience at Fish Pro's Aquarium Center. Fish Pros, stop by today, man. Fish Pros.
This portion of News Channel 10 is supported by Ashley Home Store.
It's our first day of summer celebration here in Portales, New Mexico, and wow, I mean, we are just blown away. The crowd really showed up, and we've had so much fun celebrating Portales here on the Eastern New Mexico University campus. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and of course, we'll be back